With every adventure, a real story is told. From the middle of Lake Superior to inland waters and beyond. Join us as we capture imagery through a different lens. The story isn't about us. We're simply the ones who get to tell it. On the ice or on the open water, each trip is a journey worth sharing as we strive to highlight our resources, but also respect them. From pike to panfish, trout, walleyes, and more. We travel the region to bring you new content, real experiences, and hopefully a desire to venture off the ordinary path. Season 2 of Superior Angling starts now.
Absolute middle of nowhere. Look at 360 degrees all around us. You cannot see land. We've never fished this reef before. And it's not even really grass, but we just pulled up on it here. There are some contours, but they're about a quarter mile off, so we had to do some searching, but we found it, surrounded by 700 feet of water. I mean, this has a recipe for legendary proportions. I mean, we just don't know what's going to happen today. I mean, it's completely unknown. Never fished it before, never really heard anything about it, so I don't know. It's kind of eerie feeling out here all alone, but we have our big Lund here. We're safe. We got life jackets. We have extra fuel on board. We're gonna have a good day. Hey guys, this is Grant Sorensen from Superior Angling. Day in and day out, whether we're on the water or in the truck on the way to it, we know we can put our trust in AMSOIL products. While traveling around the Midwest, we don't have time nor mental capacity to be concerned about engine performance and reliability. So we leave that to the experts at AMSOIL. From fuel additives to synthetic motor oil for a Chevy truck and Mercury outboard, AMSOIL is a product we know we can count on to get us to that next hook set.
Fiercely independent. Earth Rider Brewery crafts beer with cold, clear Lake Superior water and premium hand-selected ingredients. Earth Rider brews on the Duluth Superior Harbor for Northlanders near the Greatest Lake. Find Earth Rider beer on tap or in cans from Ashland, Wisconsin to Two Harbors, Minnesota, and other points near Lake Superior. Earth Rider beer. Hold fast.
This spring, shop the great selection of Lund and Crestliner fishing boats at RJ Sport and Cycle. Our knowledgeable staff is here to answer all your questions and help you get on the water. We sell both aluminum and fiberglass boats, suitable for a variety of applications. Full windshield models, side consoles, tillers, and more. We sell them all. Don't forget, we also carry pontoons. RJ Sport and Cycle is your leading Lund dealer in the area. Visit us in store or check us out online today.
It's cold outside. Thick gloves kind of wet. But your house is nice and cozy because we're still out there. Anytime, any temp. Superior Fuel Company. Local, safe, honest. We offer price protection plans that put you first. For the right way to buy propane, call us and find out. Superior Fuel Company. You have our name on it.
Fish. Fish on. Fish on.
No,
Literally
man.
just had it down.
We-
2 minutes.
I'm still digging rods out of the rod locker.
I don't know how big he is, but
That's
it's definitely a fish. First one of the day. We just got set up.
That took 2 seconds, kid.
Wow.
Literally 2 seconds. Oh, it pays to do some searching. We found the shallowest spot. Look at that fish. Oh, is that pretty?
Oh, look how gorgeous that fish is.
Oh, is that cool? Look at that.
It's
Look
a
at how
good start.
dark that is.
That's a beautiful looking fish.
In the first 10 seconds you get bit.
First 10 seconds. Let's get him here. Look at the colors on that fish.
That is so crazy.
Those are just beautiful colors. That literally took no time at all though. We're gonna let this one go swim another day. Fish on. Just like that.
I still don't have my lure in the water yet.
Oh.
That's your third fish, kid.
Third fish in what? 10 minutes?
10? No.
5 minutes?
Yeah, time's not going that fast. I don't even have. I can't even get my rod rigged up.
This is too fun right now.
Here's my first cast.
I've already landed 3 fish. This is the third one.
Look at that
It's a
thing.
little bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab this.
I'm done being your net man.
Come on, come on. Another nice little lake
Look at
trout.
that. They are so pretty. Look at how pretty that thing is. Just gorgeous.
Is that a nice fish?
Unbelievable.
That's a beaut.
You get on these reefs out here and they are so dark in color with the orangest fins you've ever seen
There's 1, 2, 3.
in no time.
This one goes swim another day.
Crazy.
Back down to the bottom he goes. That's where we are.
Dropping off again. You're on fire, kid.
On fire. You need to step it up a little bit. It's usually the other way around with fishing with you.
You're getting me back now.
Yes, I am. One way or the other, I am.
You're getting me back. Every one of these fish is just gorgeous.
Nothing with any size yet, but nothing wrong with that. Look at those fins on that fish. Just jigging, jigging, jigging. Saw it's taken this morning. It's probably number 8 or 9 so far this morning.
Not even in 45 minutes.
Not even in 45 minutes.
What a cool looking fish.
This guy will go another day.
$85 feet seems to be the magic number. I just got absolutely throttled and then I lost it and then I dropped it back down and it got hit again. Probably could be the same fish. So I just dropped down the Altera and I'm gonna spot lock us here. Because I think we found a decent group of fish. Do the old bass hoist here. Look at that fish. Wow, are these cool color. I mean, they're just prehistoric looking animals. Look at that. Totally different. Look how big their fins are. I mean, You don't see fish with fins this big anywhere else. And what that tells me is these fish are out here on these reefs just roaming around. I mean, look at the size of that fin. That's incredible for a fish this size. What a special fish. That is so cool. Just out here in the absolute middle of nowhere. Not a boat around us, not sight of land around us. In hungry lake trout. Look at that. It's like a totally different species of fish. They go dark and just different shaped, and they act different, and that is super, super cool. Let's get her back in the water. I was just free spooling my jig down to bottom, and I saw my line stop. So I engaged my reel, reeled up, set the hook, and fish on. These things are so active and so aggressive down there. And no, we're not getting huge size, but when you can catch, I don't know, 20 fish a half hour like this, jigging for lake trout, it doesn't get any better. Look at that. That's cool. Now this one looks...
Just missed one.
Did you just miss one? This one looks a lot different than the last one I just caught. But there's so many different subspecies of lake trout. That's what makes it fun. You never know what you're gonna catch. Look at that guy, a little chunky. That is cool. Just using a 2.5, 3-ounce jig to get down there. 120 feet of water right now seems to be the ticket. Get that guy back in. But literally just free spool. There you go. Nope. There's a lot of fish down there. I mean, we're on the pace for maybe over 20 fish every half hour. I mean, it's pretty fast and furious. And throughout the day, we're gonna try to dial in and get the size of the fish up. We'll have to see what we can do, whether we move to a different reef nearby, or start trolling, or start throwing bigger baits. I don't really know what that's gonna be, but
There he is.
there you go.
Got him.
I mean, these fish out here are just on fire.
Ah, he came off.
Did it? Well, you have a pretty good chance of catching another one, so keep it down there. But jigging for lake trout, I mean, this is as fun as it gets. We're the only boat out here on this reef. This is fun. I'm about getting close to bottom. I anticipate I'll get hit pretty quick. And right now, color doesn't really matter. Lure doesn't really matter. These fish are just so
There he is.
on fire.
Missed him again. Nope, I got him. There he is.
There you go. That didn't take too long.
No, it did not.
That is so cool.
Just like that.
Getting down here and trying new things on Lake Superior, that's as good as it gets. Look at that fish.
That's a beauty, huh?
These lake trout are so cool. Oh, he got off! Ah,
Is it just one after another?
it's just stupid.
It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Right now, even 7:30.
Wow. And I mean, that's a big lure you're using too, and
Right,
that's
well,
not that big of a fish, so.
Yeah.
Here come a bunch of air bubbles up from the one that I missed. Oh, there he is. You gotta catch up to him. Get your jig on bottom and you're gonna get bit. Oh, is this fun. There's air bubbles coming up from all the fish we're hooking. 120 feet right now seems to be the ticket. When we first got out here, those first couple of fish were in 50, 60 feet. But it kind of makes sense that we have clear skies and the sun's a little bit higher. Just like hoisting a 3-pound smallie into the boat. Look at that thing. These are like slimy. You feel that?
They are slimy,
They're like,
aren't they?
yeah, they're slimy almost like a pike. That is so cool. And who knows how old these fish are? I mean, this fish right here could be 15, 20 years old. You know, water temps out here stay so cold all year round. That is a wicked cool fish. I want your big crumpa. Whee! They are so dark.
As a Mahindra dealer, satisfied customers are really my best salespeople. I think it's great that 98% of Mahindra owners would recommend one to a neighbor.
I have recommended the Mahindra to lots of people, friends, everybody, because we are so happy with our Mahindra.
I highly recommend the world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
Join us for the 33rd annual Jaws Derby Fishing Contest, brought to you by the Western Lake Superior Trollers Association. The event will be held out of Barker's Island in Superior, Wisconsin, June 1st through the 3rd. There will be 4 divisions, including the Richard Gondik Captain's Classic, with prizes for the top fish in the walleye, trout, and salmon category. For more information, check out the Western Lake Superior Trollers Association on Facebook.
You have 33 years of memories in this house. The most valuable things you will ever own. And that is why we exist. Holden Insurance, an official supplier of the Silver Lining. Offices in Duluth, Superior, Ashland, Spooner, and Hayward.
It's summer again at Marine General, and we're here to get you on the water. Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards, water sports, knee boards, wetsuits, ropes, and life vests, rain gear, marine safety, electronics of all kinds, rods and reels, trolling motors, rod holders, and all kinds of accessories for your boat, live bait, lures, and a crew that appreciates your business.
Ooh, this rod's a little light for this. This fish hit it about 3 times. I thought it was the bottom, but he came back the second time, swam away, and the third time he just nailed it. This seems like a good one here. A little bigger than the ones we were catching. Yeah, I think so. I think we need a net for this one, if he's not snagged up. Let me get past it here, Grant. Better? Think I can grab him?
Yeah, still about the same size.
There he is. We're getting into him, that's for sure. No doubt about that.
That one hit in 55 feet of water.
Yeah. Another beautiful one. He's got a little mark here on his fin there. I don't know what that's from. Catching him on the jigs. It's hot today. I'll get him back in the water here.
And the best part about this is we can just hit spot lock on our Ulterra, and we're just holding right over these fish. Look at that one. That's a perfect hook job right there. Big ol' 3/4 ounce jig head in a Callion's plastic. Wow. This reminds me of saltwater fishing. You know, you go out offshore saltwater fishing, you drop your bait to bottom, 2 seconds later you get hit. That's what it's like right now. Literally, have your jig hit bottom, reel up, set the hook. I mean, it's just, there are so many fish down there. There's nothing like these lake trout. By far, my favorite fish to target. Wow, is that fun.
sure is shaking his head. So many of these fish just bite and just come up and just whack the lure and just jigging up and down and little thump off the bottom, and they just hit it really good. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So cool and colored. Such a fun play. There it is. Gorgeous Lake Superior lake trout. Look at that. Just whack that jig right off the bottom of the lake. Very cool and very fun. And that is how it's done.
Kevin's got one up front. I'm hooked up. I mean, I've never experienced anything like this. The amount of fish we're catching. Yes, we've had bigger fish, but literally, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, and I bet we have 50 lake trout in the boat.
I just caught one, and Grant has a nice one on, and
it's
been a great day.
I can't even.
Great morning.
There's nothing like it.
It's been unreal.
There is nothing like it.
Want the net there?
I got that one, those snags, but that just goes to show you how active those fish are down there. And I bet if we put a camera down there, I bet there's just thousands swimming around. It's just hard to believe. And we're gonna continue to, yes, there's a ton of fish here, but we're gonna continue to kind of move around and try to dial in some bigger fish. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these, especially when you're jigging them. It doesn't get any better than that, but you come all this way, it'd be nice to get a big girl or two. Fun.
A little double action.
Not that it's anything special or anything, but another double. How's yours feel, bud?
It's a pretty nice one, about the same size as what we're catching now.
It's just, let me rephrase, literally every time your jig touches bottom, within 5 seconds you're getting bit.
Little guy.
And whether you want to use plastics or bucktail jigs or whatever Kevin's using, saltwater lure, it doesn't matter. You're gonna catch them. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy.
It's a fun time out here.
Wow, does it pay to get out here, be on your own, venture out here, and who knows what can happen. I mean, you can have a day like this where we're gonna remember this for the rest of our lives. Unbelievable. We plucked off about 30 or 40 fish at one spot, and they kind of, well, they didn't really die off. We got impatient after going 2 minutes without a fish, so we just moved 50 feet to the west here, and now every time our jigs hit bottom, we're catching them again. And it's all about just finding isolated reefs. Yes, it's gonna be some gas money. Yes, you're gonna go on no sleep, but it's all part of the game, because you come out here and you have fishing like this, and Kevin's hooked up as well. I mean, it's just, it's literally unexplainable.
So I just decided to just stop my line about halfway down, just say, hey, see if the fish hits it. Boom, nails it within like 2 seconds.
I'm over here, I got another one on myself. Feels like a pretty nice one.
Yeah, mine's running hard.
Incredible.
Holy. This one's being fussy. Ooh, that's a nice looking one. Yeah, that's a nice one.
What a day it's been so far, huh?
Absolutely.
Look at those fish. These fins are just color on them. Everything about them is just so unreal.
It's like they're at every level. I mean, like I said, I dropped it about halfway down there. Nailed it right away. They're biting on the bottom. I mean, everywhere. These
All
fish
over
are
the
all
water
over.
column. They're everywhere.
Look at that.
Now that was a fun bite. Whoa. Literally, Kevin's hooked up, but
This one is big.
literally casted the lure behind the boat, just like you're pitching for walleyes, except we're in 100 feet of water. Just hold your rod tip up high. That lure's not even hitting bottom, and a trout's coming up and whacking it. Just hold that rod tip up high and wait until you feel that thunk and set the hook. I don't even know what to say about this anymore. These fish just do not stop. And as soon as they see your lure, they're hitting it. I encourage you guys just to get out and do some exploring. Take advantage of the June, July, August weather time frames and get out here and venture out and find a bite, because this is unbelievable.